Learning outcomes. After studying this module, you shall be able to know about political economy. Learn and understand different aspects of political economy. Identify different components of political economy and evaluate the impact and role of different aspects of political economy. Nevertheless, analyze and measure a project impact on the political economy. In the introduction part, a project has certain set of defined objectives and a specific beginning and end. It has to operate within geographical and organizational boundaries. A project involves the investment of scarce resources in anticipation of future benefits. There are many examples of how political economy analysis has led to operationally useful findings. It is important to have realistic expectations about what such analysis can and cannot do. Political economy is unlikely to suggest a completely new option of policies in relation to a project, but it can help the project employees in understanding the significance of their existing knowledge and articulate and legitimize in ways that makes it useful for decision makers. Political economy aspects related to program and projects can be particularly helpful in ensuring that it is fully based on the experience and understanding of their local partners. It can also help preserve and build on the institutional memory of delegations and can provide good induction of material for the project related activities. Mayer suggested an approach that interrogates economic doctrine to disclose their sociological and political premises with regards to economic ideas, behavior, and not just as a framework for analysis but also as beliefs and actions. Now let's talk about the concept of political economy. Political economy, it refers to a term used for studying production and trade operations and activities and their relation with government and its applicable laws. It was developed in 18th century as study of economies of the states and the policies related to projects undertaken by them, hence referred to as political economy. In the late 19th century, the term economics replaced political economy by further application of mathematical methods so as to make it recognizable as a science. By 1970s, model of economic policy focused more on examining how political forces affect the choice of economic policies, more stressed on distribution of conflicts and political institutions related to projects selected. Some major contributors to political economy have been Antoine de Montcretien, Adam Smith, John Stuart Mill, David Ricardo, Henry George and Karl Marx. The projects must be implemented considering not just the economic aspects but also the political. Therefore, an appraisal of a selected project is not only concerned with financial and economic benefits, but the reasons behind undertaking a project may also relate to social, political, technology, environment and aesthetics criteria also. So, a project appraisal can provide information related to financial and economic factors as they can be assessed against economic factors. Project evaluation assessed the economic, political, social, environmental and financial impact of a project and combine these to provide an overall assessment of the project. Now let's see what is the meaning of political economy. Well, it refers to a term used for studying production and trade operations and activities in a chosen project and their relationships with law, custom, government and utilization of the available natural resources and distribution of national income and wealth. In contemporary reference, political economy refers to different but related approaches to study economic and related behavior ranging from economics with different other fields to use different fundamental assumptions and their applications in choices related to projects and the analysis after they have been implemented. International political economy tries to study economic impacts of international relations, economic models of political processes. International political economy is an interdisciplinary approach. It consists of different actions of related factors. Today, apart from economists and project managers, it not only concerns anthropologists, sociologists and geographers at levels of states or regional as well as international level, but it also functions within smaller social groups and social networks. According to Frank and Wallerstein, persons and groups with common economic interest have used politics to effect changes beneficial to their interest. Well, there are different aspects of political economy. The first one, if we talk about, it is about a project program and its different activities that impact the society and a nation in numerous ways. As a chosen project has to operate in a complex mix of different aspects which are interdependent of each other, such as political aspects, social aspects, economic aspects, environmental aspects, and so on. On one side, we have listed political environment, public sector, development policy, fiscal policy. On the other hand, we are talking about the economic aspects that includes trade, liberalization, exploitation of available resources, national budget expenditure. Then we have social development and welfare, poverty reduction, income redistribution, quality of life, and forms of government that include your political aspects. Then on the other hand, we are talking about the social, heterogeneous, vulnerable groups participation. Then we have the cultural aspect and the organizational development and social community. So these represents different aspects of political economy. Now let's talk about the political aspects. The different political aspects that need to be checked and considered while in relation to a project are as follows: government type and stability, regulations and deregulation trends, trade and tariff controls, freedom of press, bureaucracy setup and corruption, likely changes in the political setup. Coming over to the social aspects. Social aspects are also of importance while considering for a project, such as thought and value system of the society and community where the project is to be located, population growth rate and age profile, population health, education and social mobility, population employment patterns, job market and attitude to work, press attitude and public opinion, social attitude and social taboos, poverty reduction, income redistribution are some of the points. Social development and welfare aspects related to employment generation, redistribution of income, poverty reduction and alleviation and general quality of life. And as we look at the economic aspects, then we have to consider the stages of business cycle, trade patterns, current and project economic growth, liberalization and impact of globalization, exploitation of available resources, inflation and interest rates, budget expenditure of a particular country, level of disposable income and income distribution, and last but not the least, likely changes in the economy. Environmental aspects. Today, a lot of nations are concerned as to likely impact on environment of the project on its implementation. New projects and plants create a lot of pollution, be it land pollution, air pollution, water pollution or noise pollution. And also the pollution created by generation of effluents in the projects. The main concern is related to how the pollution should be avoided. There are different applicable statutes and regulatory frameworks which have been put in the system to ensure a pollution-free environment. Projects and entrepreneurs are required to comply with these laws and regulations before the selected project is being implemented. Furthermore, now the established standards require stringent adherence to these different regulatory compliances. Now, if we talk about components of political economy, the project manager and other professionals have recognized the importance and link between problem solving and decision making skills. In particular, passing the impact of political economy, social, cultural and environmental factors and the influences is being a recognizable one over the strategic development, planning and its implementation during the lifespan of a project. The different components of political economy are as follows. The first one is type of political government setup. Well, this refers to what type of government is in a particular nation in which the chosen project is to function. The style of government functioning, whether it is democratic, social or federal system. How stable is the government setup and for what duration the current government is in office. Second, we talk about regulatory and statutory framework. What are the different regulatory requirements that a project need to adhere to be in order to be functional in a chosen nation? What level of compliance is desired? How many statutory requirements are in force? The third, government trade policy. What is the nature of support from the government to the trade and its different trade bodies? The nature of the government trade policy, whether it is business friendly and supportive or is it against it? What is the long-term policy view of the government as the project do take long to implement and operate? If there is any likely significant changes that need to be understood, all these questions need to be answered to be able to assess their impact on the project. Next, we have to study the bureaucratic setup. Now the point is, what is the bureaucratic setup in a nation where the chosen project is to be implemented must be understood. What is the level of support or blockage or corruption in the bureaucratic system? How fast or slow does it happen? Next, we need to understand the taxation policy. The issues related to the rate of tax and level of taxation at different stages in a chosen project is a significant matter as far as the project is concerned. Then we need to study about the capacity of the project. Capacity can be defined as the ability of people, organizations and society as a whole to manage their affairs successfully through collective action to attain the project specific objectives. If we talk about tools and methods, this political analysis consists of broad range of tools and framework providing a considerable choice to project analysts in choosing and selecting an approach that is best suited in relation to the project. DFID, drivers of change, strategic governance and corruption assessments, SIDA, power analysis, World Bank, governance and political economic analysis. Next, we study about political economy analysis. Once a project is completed, possibly many times during its implementation, it needs to be evaluated so as to enable analysts to assess its performance and impact. Thus, evaluation is an expert assessment of whether the project was worthwhile. Anyways, it tries to assess whether the project was successful in attaining its objectives. Secondly, in what respect the project failed to attain its objective. Thirdly, how its design can be improved. Thus, analyzing political and social impact requires both quantitative and qualitative measurements of the impact of a project. Well, quantitative in the sense as to how much income is generated, and qualitative in the sense how it contributes towards better living conditions and development of its people. Further, an analysis is also required to assess the perception of community members regarding the project and its outcome on its implementations. It has to be seen whether the proposed development or benefits are consistent with commitment to serving the rural and underprivileged sections of the society. Assessing the community perception about development by using different methods is capable of revealing often complex and unpredictable outcomes of a project. Well, the following provides examples of how using political economy analysis can add value at various stages of the project and program cycle, including region or market specific in relation to a selected project country. It involves country programming, program and project design, policy framework, and risk management. It draws attention on country, experience of the project managers and also the country, and sector level analysis in relation to the country. Using analytical framework, it should specifically identify the causes of conflict, frugality, the basic characteristics of state, political feasibility of change, public financial management, country or region specific political economy, assessment, foundational factors, and capacity development. Now let's start with economics and political economy. Let's see how they both are related. To have more clarity about political economy, it is quite obvious to have better clarity of the subject by distinguishing it from traditional subject field of economics. It is quite interesting to understand the relationship between disciplines of economics and political economy, as both disciplines claim to be the descendants from the same idea of Smith, Mill and Hume. Political economy is more based on moral philosophy, right from the beginning, much as normative field of study, while economics is considered more value-free and objective. Marshall endeavored to make economics more as a field of a science, as being more formal, precise, and a foundation for broader intellectual organization. Paul Samuelson further consolidated it with adding complex mathematical tools of study. This clearly defined the first line of differentiation between political economy and economics. The distinction between political economy and economics is much clearly illustrated by the different treatments to issues related to projects in the trade and industry. The economic analysis is an analysis of impact of trade and tariff policies on the efficient utilization of scarce natural resources under different market conditions such as perfect competitions, where there are many suppliers of inputs, under conditions of monopoly, where there is only one supplier of inputs, under monopsony, where there is only one buyer of outputs, and oligopoly, where there are few suppliers of inputs. Well, it provides a framework to analyze direct effect of tariffs and effect of economic choices in the market. This is generally done by a methodology that uses different mathematical tools and is based on the assumption of rational behavior with an objective to generate maximum benefits. Such value-free economic analysis generally assumes that policies would maximize the benefits from a project and also are preferable from social point of view. Political economy is unlikely to suggest a completely new options of policy, whereas in comparison to pure economic analysis of tariff policies, political economic analysis tries to examine the social, political and economic pressures and interests that affect such tariff policies. Of late, environment and technological factors are also part of such analysis. How such pressures influence the political process and taking into consideration a wide variety of social priorities, international negotiating environment, development strategies and philosophical perspective. Well, you see, political economic analysis tries to take into consideration how tariff may be used as a strategy to influence the pattern of national economic growth. The different biases in the global system of international trade, which may favor developed nations over developing ones, can be traced through political economy analysis, and how these biases should be removed or overcome should be suggested. Political economy lacks complex, rigorous scientific methodology and an objective analytical framework, so as to provide deeper understanding of the different aspects of tariff policy which are not purely economic in nature. Political economy tries to analyze interactions between nations, markets, society and projects, both at the national and international levels. It is often called as critical political economy, as sociologists and political scientists also are interested in understanding as to what extent such project policies would impact public, society, nation and general environment. Now let's talk about the welfare aspects from political economy view. The different reports, data available from 150 nations have shown that political economy plays a critical role, and it also provides better understanding in the project selection and the impact on the welfare of society in the form of employment generation, redistribution of income or poverty reduction during its implementation as well as post-implementation. Several measures of good governance, effectiveness, rule of law, lower corruption of bureaucrats and concern for environment is to be related with higher economic growth in a region. Different project managers and economic theorists have doubts as to the possibility of measuring one person's satisfaction and expectations from a selected project, and have argued that it was impossible to compare with precision the level of expectations of the two individuals or regions from project outcomes. Therefore, evidence-based procedures try to assess the welfare aspects intended to be provided by a project through its implementation. The key assessments are based on global assessment, which is to assess impact of a project on a global level, how the implementation of the project will impact the whole world. Secondly, project policy assessment, which relates to policy factors of a project, what policies are going to be followed and how they are going to impact in the future. Thirdly, strategic environmental assessment, which assesses the project at program and plan level. Environmental impact assessment, it relates to impact of a project on the environment, be land, air, water, noise, emission of gases and so on. What role does a project plays in different welfare aspects such as employment generation, income redistribution, poverty reduction and alleviation programs related to a region where it operates is a very important aspect of political economy. And the same have been discussed in detail in the following modules, that is module number 31, 32, 33. Well, let's summarize the whole module. The political economy refers to interdisciplinary analysis of a project based on sociology, political science and in economic terms, thereby explaining us to how political institutions, political environment and the economic system, whether capitalist, socialist or mixed. These provide guidelines to evaluate project options in a consistent and a comprehensive manner, and to have a comparative against competing project and prioritize accordingly. A chosen project has to operate in a complex mix of different aspects which are interdependent of each other. The impact of political, economic, social, cultural and environmental factors and their influences is being a recognizable one over the strategic development planning and its implementation during the lifespan of a project. Assessing political social impact requires both quantitative and qualitative measurements of the impact of a project. Political economy is more based on moral philosophy. Right from the beginning, much as a normative field of study, economics is considered more value-free and objective. Political, social and impact, I repeat, political, social impact requires both quantitative and qualitative measurements of the impact of a project. Political economy plays a critical role and provides better understanding in the project selection and the impact during implementation as well as post-implementation. It is also referred to social and environmental impact assessment of a project with political interest and inclinations.